Welcome back, everybody, to another video with your boy Risky. Today, we're going to be covering a topic that I've been asked about a couple of times since my Riolu and Lucario stream that I did probably about a couple of weeks ago at time of recording. And we're going to be building up a knowledge of where to hunt it, how to hunt it, and what resources you're going to need access to. So all of this is insinuating that you have beaten the game and have access to Herbal Mysticas. The Herbal Mysticas are an item that you can get from 6-star raids and 5-star raids. 5-star raids from specific Pokemon and 6-star raids from even less Pokemon, but still specific Pokemon. These herbs include things like sweet, sour, bitter, salt, spicy, and salty. I do not currently have any salty Herba Mystica, so I won't be able to show a proof of concept in today's video. However, I will I will share this. It does work. David got his in 5 minutes of setting up this and using this strategy, and it works immensely and very quickly. So we're gonna go ahead and hop right into that. First things first, you're gonna want to make sure you have yourself 2 salty Herba Mysticas. And if you want to look at this chart on the right hand side of the screen, you're going to see that this chart has a ingredient and 2 Herba Mysticas that vary ever so slightly. Most of them are going to be salty Herba Mysticas. Some are sweet, some are bitter, and some are spicy. Basically, if you're ever going to want to do an isolated, I believe it's called an isolated encounter, the isolated encounter strategy, basically. And this strategy basically means that you're going to isolate what Pokemon you want to find with where you're going to find it. So you're going to basically isolate it to where you choose a type of sandwich you want to make. It will isolate that type in the area that you want, and so you'll only see that specific type of Pokemon. And since that Pokemon is the only one of that type in the area, you'll only see that Pokemon, which will increase the number of spawns you see of that searching Pokemon. So right now we're going to be looking for Riolu, and that means that we're going to use the Fighting Sandwich, which is I believe it's a pickle and 2 salty Herba Mysticas. So we're gonna take that pickle and you're gonna make a sandwich with those. Unfortunately, like I said, I do not have the salty Herba Mysticas. But once you make that sandwich, it'll give you 30 minutes of level 3 encounter for fighting and level 3 shining power for, I believe it's for specifically fighting types. It might not be specifically for fighting types. It just might be a shining level 3. But then you're going to come up here to this lake right above where your house is, actually. So where the house you start the game at is, you're going to come up the hill. Again, if you've done all of the Titans, then this will be super easy. If you've beaten the game, this is even more easy. You come up here, and this will only spawn 2 Pokemon. You'll run along this ridge here, back and forth. And if you run along here, through this area, you will only see 2 Pokemon, and that will be Riolu and Palmo. Hence the Riolu right here. Those 2 Pokemon are the only 2 fighting types in the area. If you run back and forth along this and stay away from the cliff edge, because some Pokemon can spawn down here, and that's not really conducive to being able to see the Pokemon that are shiny. So I recommend staying up on this ledge as best you can. And you're just gonna run back and forth across here. And like I said, you're gonna see only Riolu and Palmo, and that's it. Like it's as simple as that. If you don't get it the first try, you can save before you make the sandwich, and soft reset back to beforehand, because it's not, shinies are not conducive to like what sandwich you make. like so if you soft reset out of that and then go back in and make a new the same sandwich, but in a after you soft reset, you're still going to get a new set of spawns. So it's not conducive to forcing you to do anything specific that way. And this will just allow you to see Ryolu's out the wazoo. You'll also see Palmo's. Palmo is a very easy one to see as well. It's like a pinkish red instead of like yellow or orange. And then the other Pokemon you're gonna see is Riolu, and Riolu is incredibly easy to see because he's gold. But that is how you do this particular shiny hunt. This is the method that we found worked best for finding one. Like I said, David found one in 5 minutes. I unfortunately did not find one, but that's because I was too stubborn to realize that this is the best method for finding specifically Riolu. And obviously, you just evolve Riolu to get Lucario. There was one other location that you can use. You don't have to. However, it does involve you making a different sandwich, and that is by going to I believe it's North Province Area 1. And you'll go to North Province Area 1. You'll make a steel sandwich. So that list of things, you're going to make a steel sandwich instead, which requires a hamburger, a salty herba mystica, and a sweet herba mystica, I think. If I remember correctly, it should be a sweet herba mystica. Yeah. So you'll take a salty and a sweet. So this way is a little bit more accessible if you don't have two salties. However, like I said, the making the fighting sandwich with the pickle and two salty herba mysticas is way better than doing this because uh, if you make the sandwich with for fairy or sorry not fairy steel, you're gonna run into Tinkatuffs and Riolus. And the point was that you are going to see less Riolus and Lucarios than you do Tinkatuffs. So this is just a way to. This is another area. But what I did in the stream was I just ran in a circle on this hill, and what that allowed me to do is basically reset as many spawns as possible. So these and what you're looking for, I don't know if I'm going to see it here. For Riolu specific, or for not for well for Riolu and for Lucario. But basically, you're looking for a group that looks like this, but it's with Lucario in the center and Riolu around it. And that group should spawn fairly frequently with Steel Sandwich going. Because if uh if you have the steel going, you'll see a spawn of Lucario, and Lucario basically always spawns with a group of Riolus around him, or around it. Sorry, and that will increase the chances of you finding Riolu. But the problem with that is that Riolu is not a steel type, so this sandwich that produces a steel type shiny encounter increase does not actually work for the Riolu. So all of those Riolus you're seeing are not getting the extra shiny rolls when they spawn. So you're not getting the excess thing. So you're only getting the extra rolls the on the Lucario because it's the steel type, and obviously the Tinkatuffs that you would be finding around here as well. And those are the two areas I highly recommend. The first one is very close to where you just fly to your home in the very from the very beginning of the game, and you go up to the hill above your house, and you just do it from there. I highly recommend this location. Like I said, it is proven. David did get one. He almost got two. If he had a little bit more time, he might have gotten a second one. But like I said, he got his in like 5 minutes, and then the rest of the time he spent looking for another one and didn't get one, which is unfortunate. He very much so could have. But like I said, this area is like the best place for it. I know for a fact it works because, like I said, I've seen it, and it just works really well. And you can do your picnic up here very easily, and you just run along this cliffside and and do your thing. I hope this video helped you guys immensely. It definitely was good to know what you guys want to what you guys wanted to see. Somebody reached out to me on Discord and asked for some assistance because they didn't have the time to look through the entire VOD for me to explain this in the VOD of a stream. So I went ahead and just made it a full video, and it didn't take me very long to do this, and explaining it is very easy for me. So if you guys did enjoy this one, please do remember to smash the like button. If you haven't already, subscribe, share it with your friends. If you ever have any more questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I tend to look at almost all comments, so I can definitely get back with you guys and see if I can find some more information that'll help you guys. So again, until the next time, guys, don't forget to stay frosty. And I'm your boy Risky, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks again.